Hi, loves. It's so good to be here. Rachel and I are so excited. I'm so happy to have you here. We had well over 200 participants register for this, and I know that not everyone can make it live, so we're just holding space for those that are dropping in for the recorded time, and of course for all of you that are joining us in the here now moment. We hope that you swim in eternal bliss with us for this masterclass. We wanted to put this on for a number of reasons. One is that when we can drop in together into that unified field and allow that magnetic field of the heart to expand together, it's powerful. And then imagine aligning powerful, like very consciously created intention, intentional thought, intentional words, intentional deeds, intentional dancing and weaving, like I know you all love to do. Intention, what is that? And how can we align that with the heart space so that we can step into together into the limitless realm of possibility? It's a field that is often beyond our understanding as mere mortals, right? Our soul gets it. Our soul gets it. Our soul doesn't even need a return to love. It is pure love, as are we. And yet, as we step into the remembrance of the return to love, we step into this spaciousness that is so vast and so all-encompassing that we remember that nothing is limited. Nothing is limited. And it is only our humanness that places limits on this world around us. That's a desk, I'm on. It's solid. So it's limited now to being a solid entity beneath my hands, beneath my computer, beneath my teacup, right? Instead of taking that into our heart space, that the world around us has to operate by these same limitations, for as long as we continue to do that, we will experience the world in a very narrow way. So our cells will keep reproducing themselves in the same way. Sickness will keep reproducing itself in the same way. Our money stories, our love stories, our relationship stories, our family stories, our family constellation, like all of it will actually just keep repeating itself in the same way because we are containing everything in a limited unidimensional sphere. And it takes us away from the pulse of that infinite cosmic love that courses through us, that's constantly inviting us to deepen together, to open those inner doorways that have long since been closed by us. Let's take responsibility, right? We're adults now. We're choosing to keep them closed in some cases now. And also as we're growing up by well-meaning, well-intended, often family members, society, and the overculture at large, right? So we have this cellular and DNA memory of limitedness and operating in a limited way. And so love and deep unconditional love and living from that space, which is what invites us to step into the unified field and the unlimited potential therein, all of that becomes unattainable to us for as long as we choose to stay in this container of limited thought, words, deeds, creation. You understand, yeah? You know that, right? So the return to love today with my beloved sister Rachel here is a journey into a space that's not even fathomable to us, really. It is to our souls. A space that can't even be described by words. We can use words like unconditional love and unlimited and infinite and exponential and spaciousness, and it kind of touches the edges of it. When we're there, though, we experience something differently, and we feel it in our core, in our blood, in our bones, in our marrow, in our DNA, as our DNA begins to alter. And the physical DNA and our energetic DNA begins to change, so much so that we rewire our whole self and begin to create. We become the inception point for a new lineage. So it's legacy from a cellular, DNA, or molecular level, because we are choosing together as a soul family to say yes to the invitation to become our limitless nature in the here now moment. So tell me in the chat if you're here for it, babes. Give me a yes if you're here for it. Because if that's not what you want tonight, go and eat your pizza or McChundas. Because this place ain't for you. Yeah. You're here for it. We're here for it. I've invited Rachel to join me because she epitomizes what I'm talking about. She lives it. She's so down to earth. She's so gorgeous, so generous of heart, of spirit. She is wise beyond measure. And the moment before I physically met her, I met her on the soul plane. I was on my way to an expo Paul and I were doing, Every Woman Expo actually, and I never really looked too much at who's going to be there. And I saw, can you see behind Rachel those 9 golden chalices? Oh, she did, sorry. How many are there? There's not 9. Where did I get 9 from?
There's 6.
Yeah, there are 6. There must be more coming because I just saw 9 in my eyes. Anyway, there are 6. And I have been, a student of the world for so long, so many lifetimes, and music really got me in this world, and sound. So I realized I don't really have the voice of a singer, so I wasn't going to give in that way, and I found my way to giving in the way I wanted through sound journeys. So here I am checking out the people there, and it just opened on her page, and I see these golden chalices. Many of you have seen my precious, gorgeous, magnificent Magdalena chalice. Now, Rach and I did not even talk about which chalices we're bringing. I have Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene told her that she wants to play tonight, and this is the real alchemical creatrix energetics that we're bringing to it, obviously, with Mary Magdalene wanting to come. Anyway, so I look at her and I was like, there's something about this woman. Who is she? I had no idea who she was. I went and met her at the festival, and there was something that just landed. We just met. We met on that other plane. So for those reasons, I want you to feel and experience this, and together I feel like we'll take you on a yummy journey. And at the end of this, we'll show you an extra journey you can enter into if you want to as well. Not online. Not online. It's time to be face to face again, y'all. Okay, so without further ado, I will handle the waiting room now. Rach, I'm going to unpin myself and place you at the pin now, and you can begin. If everybody can please just make sure you are skujini. Make sure you got your water near you, your blankie if you need, and I want you to just have no distractions around you. If people come in during this, we're going to go deep, okay? So just say to them, not right now. I mean, unless the child really needs you or something, you know what I mean, but just like, not right now. It's not time for a conversation. This is your time, right? So we have the next 40 minutes or so together where we're going to go deep. We'll turn off the recording at the end and then we'll let you have your shares and questions and things. So, may you receive her with an open heart, and may your whole self connect to the amazing being that is Rachel Tewanu. Thank you all for being here. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful to be in your presence again.
Beautiful. So, my loves, let's do it. Let's tap in to your limitless potential. Let's feel it. Let's become it. Because when we access a frequency, when we access an energy, and we almost bring it from a future timeline into the now, and we breathe it and we live it like it is, so it is, we all know that then our external reality will shift. It's an inside job. We have to attain it energetically first. And then everything aligns without effort, with grace, to match that. So that's really good in theory. And we know this in energetics. And science is now catching up to what us energy workers know as the truth of our soul. So tonight we're going to go into a journey to see what stands in between, because there's always something in between. And it's actually quite divine that we have these beautiful ceilings that we reach, that we feel, that we sense, and then this is the calling to be brave, to be vulnerable, to take action and lean in to the mystery. And when we have these really beautiful, simple tools of knowing how to access our heart, the truth of our womb, our open vulnerability, we can first identify when we reach that ceiling. So we have trust in our knowing that we're safe and we can move through, that we can call forth into our awareness what it is that's stopping us. Is it past life? Is it family conditioning? What is it? Or is it just a simple fear? And with these tools, you can just implement them each time you get to a ceiling. I have just smashed through one. It is the time of smashing through our conditioning, our limitlessness. And we only have to look to nature to truly believe that we live in an abundant world, in this limitless environment. I had a kale plant the other day give me a really beautiful teaching, and I feel drawn to share it with you. So this heirloom kale, she grows up right up tall in the garden beds. And I go out and I pull all the leaves from her and I put them in my salads and my juices and my veggies, you know, as we do. And she just re-sprouts these leaves. And then she went to flower, and all my honeybees were so happy, getting the nectar, creating honey, securing their hive for the winter months. So that kale has nourished a whole ecosystem, which then nourishes us. So she went to seed. I love that. And then all the little flowers died off and the pods came with all the seeds. I'd been traveling and I'd come back and the kangaroos hadn't eaten it, surprisingly. So I just grabbed 2 of the 20 arms of seed pods. Just grabbed 2 and I just shook them over the garden bed. I didn't put them in little pods. I didn't nourish them with fertilizer or the right soil. I went away again and I came back. And there was over 150 new kale plants. So I took them out, just a few, put them in pots and gave them to anyone who came to visit me for the next 2 weeks. And that will grow, and that will create 10,000 new seeds for new plants, for new people. And we're in a world, we're in a society that we are told there are food shortages, there is lack, you need to be in survival. Our bodies are feeling it, especially with this eclipse. Hey, your body's feeling this heightened sense of trauma, even when you've done the work. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. You go out to nature, and that is truth, because nature doesn't have an agenda. So learn from the honeybees who fly into flowers and have an orgasm. Learn from this beautiful, simple heirloom kale. Become that. Sprinkle out your limitless potential, because that is our birthright. And we can travel to different land masses that hold that frequency for our DNA to remember how limitless we are. And we'll talk more about that later. But let's get into your heart. I could talk about this for hours, but we don't have hours. So I'm going to get into the journey. I invite you to lean in for when we see what holds us back, when we see the falseness of our conditioning, we can honor it, love it, but throw it out. And then we can rise in ourself and walk the path of our destiny. Because I know you're all here for that reason. You all know you're here for something bigger than you. Yeah. So let's go and explore. So before I do anything, I really like to create a safe sanctuary for us to journey in the etheric. So let us unify our group and unify our hearts. So just breathe in with me. Let us breathe in as one. Breathing up from the earth into the heart and exhaling with a ha. Let that vocal voice activate. Good. Again, breathing up from the earth mother into the heart. Exhaling and letting everything go from your day. Knowing that you can return to it at any moment. So if thoughts arise, just simply exhale them away without resistance. Good. Is my sound okay? All right, so now we're just going to create a beautiful golden ball of light just outside of our chest. So again, breathing up from the earth to the heart, exhaling from the stars, and letting that energy create this beautiful golden ball of light on your chest. And now as you see or feel or sense that golden ball of light, I invite you to infuse it with your heart's emanation, with your unique spark, with your blueprint of your soul. Breathe and infuse. Good. And be aware of how your body is feeling as you grow this energetic ball. Allow it to activate your physical heart, nourishing your body, your cells. Now imagining that golden ball of light is going into the center of our circle, unifying all of our hearts into a singular ball. Let us breathe in as one. And as we exhale, that unified field grows and encapsulates our entire circle for all those that join live and all those in the recording. Good. Feeling now your brothers and sisters in circle. If there is anything that you need in this moment, breathe in. We support you and we love you, so receive it. Shh. Shh. Good. Being aware of your body now and your energetics. Feeling your feet on the earth mother and breathing that support into the cells, into the body, allowing bliss and peace to be yours. Good. And now before you, imagine your sacred heart. Feel it beating, its love. And at the bottom of your sacred heart space, there's a spinning diamond portal. So walk over to that diamond now, breathing in and stepping through. Exhaling, arriving into the sacred central chamber of your heart. If this is the first time you have entered this chamber, welcome home. Allow the sound of the chalice to come into your awareness as you stand within your sacred heart space. And I ask you in this moment to be true to yourself. Where are you in your life? Where are you in your reality? Where are you on your path? And let us just feel it, witness it. Rushing, just allowing all the facets of your reality to be seen, to be felt. If there is resistance or agitation, oh my love, lean in. Do not look away. we stand, where we are, is a timeline. So let us call forth now your vision, your desire. It is unique to you. What is it? Allow that energy of your vision, of your hopes, of your dreams, of your desires, feel it. Sit in it. And open it up. Open that energy up and move it right through your sacred heart chamber. The highest timeline. What does it feel like? What does it spark within you? And as you attain this, as you are this vision in your sacred heart space, how do you move through your days? How do you respond and show up? How do you nourish yourself? How do you connect with your community now that you are your vision? Feel that. Be that. And as you stand, rooted and grounded in safety, from the ceiling of your sacred heart chamber, I invite you to call down a mirror. So you can see yourself. So you can feel what is standing in the way of those two timelines. Call it forth, witness it. And instead of rejecting it, instead of shaming it, use the power of your heart to embrace it, to love it, and to bring it in closer to you. through this, seeing the illusion of the power that it had. That is the beauty of the heart. It alchemizes to a deeper truth of those perceived challenges, those conditionings. So love it and dissolve it in that sacred chamber. Give it thanks as it moves out of awareness, out of your body temple and out of your consciousness. Sha'ateya, kuateya, ra'ateya, siateya, sha'ikuateya. Breathing in and exhaling with a ha. Bridging that etheric with the physical always. So feel again that vision. See that vision. Become that vision in this moment. And smile. Smile so that joy and that radiance comes from your inner and it radiates out to your outer, filling the entire sacred chamber of your heart. Round that now right down into your earth star, into your feet, into the earth. Knowing that that is the bridge between realities. Bringing the golden infinity to your knees. And as I tone, just balance the knees, for they represent stepping forward. Feel that in your energy, feel that in your body, and give thanks to the mirror. Give thanks to your sacred heart chamber, but most importantly, give thanks to the energetics of your heart. Walking back now to that diamond portal where you entered, breathing in, stepping through, exhaling, seeing once more your heartbeat before you. Feel it pounding and radiating your uniqueness. Breathing into the body temple. And calling back your beautiful golden ball of light into your chest. Feeling your brothers and sisters in sacred circle supporting you. And as that golden ball of light enters your chest, receive your own magnificence. Receive your beauty in its magnitude. Shh. 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 For that is you. And as you exhale, just vibrate with the voice. Ever so softly, opening your eyes. And as we open our eyes and we look upon one another, I want you to evoke that feeling of the vision. Feel it. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Ground it into the earth. Good. So when we open our eyes and we bring that journey, bring that into this now reality and ground it through our Earth Star chakra. The Earth Star is that bridge, and it's so simple, and it truly is limitless. So thank you. Thank you for allowing us to hold you and journey with you. I'm going to now hand over to my beautiful sister so she can anoint you with her magic and her oils.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, honey. How's everyone feeling? Let us know in the chat. How you doing? So when we talk about bringing this into our embodied form, we can often find ourselves activated in certain energy centers, so more activated in our throat to maybe tone or speak into what we've received. Feel our hearts sometimes expanding, sometimes we just feel the breath moving through us differently. We feel ourselves and the vision becoming one. That embodied peace that Rachel is talking about is so important because you want to bring it to this eternal now moment. So I would invite you to connect with the energetics of plants like patchouli and vetiver. So beautiful for keeping you connected with the heartbeat of the Great Mother, the earth wisdom therein, and with your earth star chakra. So patchouli and vetiver. And what these two have the potential of doing, these plants so of the earth, they have the potential of inviting you to sink in, to connect even more deeply, to become the embodiment of all that you wish for, desire in this world. Because a wish is just a wish until you give it wings to soar, and until you give it a place to land, and you can be that landing place. These two essential oils invite us into a deeper spaciousness of peacefulness. And when we're at peace, think about how you feel. We're often very expanded when we're peaceful because our nervous system is being looked after. We're in our parasympathetic state. Our body isn't consuming energy with go, go, go. It's peaceful. So breathing in and connecting with the heartwood of the magnificent cedar tree. Now some of you will have essential oils and some of you don't. So I want you to know that connecting with the spirit, the essence of the plant, in this case with the cedarwood, the heartwood, that's where the essential oil comes from. The cedarwood reminds you always of the community around you, of your capacity to outstretch your metaphorical arms and wings so that fingertip to fingertip and wingtip to wingtip you connect. And remember what I was saying in the beginning, that in the human form it can be very easy to forget about the boundlessness, the vastness of our true self, of our essence. So when you think a thought, the thought doesn't just stop here. It resonates out and out and out and out, emanating out, touching parts of your life and others' life in the most unexpected ways. So you want to be very mindful of what you're connecting with, what you're choosing to think, what you're choosing to connect with. This is very important because there is an open doorway right now that everyone has the capacity to very gently walk through. And it's an invitation to rewire the mind, the brain, the grey matter, to alter the frequency of the heart so that you return home to love, to the true frequency that you are here to emanate, to sing into the cosmos and into the earth, and your DNA. Your DNA. So the cedar wood comes from the heartwood of these huge trees that live in union together, that live as a community together, finding nourishment and succor, sharing stories, sharing songs, standing as these brave sentinels of the forest. So where can you open your heart more joyously to receive whatever it is that your soul family, your brothers and sisters, are sending your way? So green mandarin, a beautiful citrus, comes in with the song of joy. Now, because these plants in the essential oil form as well work vibrationally, they go into the places within us that we least expect. We don't always know where something has begun, a disturbance in our frequency, for example. But the essential oils work with us so deeply that they journey to those parts of us that need a little bit of massaging, that need a little extra love. And green mandarin does this in a very buoyant way. Joy is our natural state. So when you use a citrus oil like green mandarin or wild orange, for example, which is sweet orange, you open your whole self to be recharged and to be altered, if that is your intention. Because the citruses will always assist you, like a mobile phone charger, to recharge your batteries. When we enter meditation and we sit at the altar of our heart and we reflect and we see the truth of who we are, what we want to do is bring that back into this human self, this beautiful human self, this sacred temple that inhabits the spirit, right? It's inhabiting our light body so beautifully. So we can do this by also tapping into more elevated emotions to open and expand this. This is the magnetic field that exists in this temple. This one here, the mind acts like a radio frequency, constantly trying to find, connect with, hook up with something special in the universe. And the universe is going, yep, I'll grab that. Yep, I'll grab that. And it's not really differentiating between negative or positive, good or bad, because the universe doesn't operate in that way. It's completely non-judgmental, right? So that's why we want to be mindful of our thoughts and the words we speak and our deeds, our actions. And the heart that's acting as this miracle maker, right? Because the magnetic field of the heart opens and expands as you open and expand with an elevated emotion or emotions, love, joy, gratitude, awe, wonder, right? That's what's helping you to connect with your unlimited nature. So we call on something like black spruce. Black spruce gift to us is to tap into the awe and the wonder of life. It's one that's very cosmic. It's one that it has a species name, Picea mariana. So very, very perfect for connecting us with the aspect of Sophia, of the chalices we brought to us, Mary Magdalene, and also Mother Mary, the whole Mariam lineage. So what is black spruce? You know, it's like, you know jasmine. How many of you know jasmine? You see a jasmine, it's so beautiful, her fragrance or his fragrance, however you feel jasmine is. It's like a star to behold, right? At night, the fragrance just like infuses our nostrils and gives us a bit of a heartgasm. Have you ever had that with jasmine? Well, black spruce, if you were to look on these black spruces from on high, it just looks like a sea of stars or a bed of stars. And it's that reminder, they are the reminder of heaven on earth. They are true wisdom keepers. They act as this portal into the vastness of what is before us. When your heart opens and expands in the way I'm talking about, you're calling in grace. You're calling in miracles. So the next leaf I'm going to bring in alongside black spruce is tulsi. Now let me just drop in for a minute. So for those that don't know so much about the oils. So cedarwood comes from the heartwood. This is the earth element, embodiment, bringing you in. Same with the vetiver. The patchouli, the black spruce, and the tulsi leaves. So the essential oils from the smaller leaves help us to really focus, bring our focus in. So supercharge those intentions, hone it in. From the large leaves, not only does it help increase our capacity to reprogram the mind and to focus, it helps us to retain a perspective that is more 360 degrees. Because you see, my loves, when you're in the space of being human, you feel things like, okay, this is my hair, these are my bones, this is my muscle, this is my body. And you can then tap into how limited you can feel in this space. But when you broaden the mind to go beyond these self-imposed limitations and conditioned limitations with leaf oils, like I'm mentioning, you tap into what we can call the void, the infinite. And tulsi is one that connects us so deeply with abundance. Actually, tulsi is the holy basil and has been associated for eons with Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance, Hindu goddess of abundance. And, you know, abundance has many rays. So are you abundant in thoughts that support an expansive life? Are you abundant in your generosity, in your gentleness, in your spiritedness, in your joy, in your laughter, in your celebration of life? Green mandarin, the joy, the heart-opening joy. When our heart is open, we are in joy, our natural state. And so we naturally expand. We naturally feel the world open and expand with us. So as you align with plant medicine and your intentions and your openness, you begin to know yourself more deeply. You begin to feel the veil shift, open, the scales, as it were, to be cleaned up. You know, we need to descale different instruments in the world, right? We need to descale as well from our eyes, from our senses. And so clary sage, another leaf, helps us to clear the fog, to walk past the fog, the great forgetting. And the copaiba resin is about knowing thyself. So can you see how these essential oils, I know so many of you here love your essential oils and working with them. Can you see how you can just go a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper? Listen with your inner ear, with the ear of your heart to their song, to their wisdom, to their message. So that the meditation isn't just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, once or twice a day. You can aromatically anchor it, you know, put them in a roller bottle like this, for example, or have them going in your diffuser. I mean, it doesn't matter, a nasal inhalant, whatever you want, put on your pulse points, and you become more deeply embodied in the gifts that came through in your meditation and your journey. And of course, let's not forget Rose. You know, I mean, hello. The Marys and Rose, right? All of us, men and women. The blossoming heart. So, my loves, let your heart blossom. Let your heart of hearts, your holy of holies, blossom. Let her song guide you, lead you in your life. Have the courage, the courage to follow that song, to follow that wisdom in your life. Because that is what will take you into the breadth and depth of your true expansive nature. And a word like infinite is hard for us to fathom because we're in these human forms. But remember, the soul understands it and the soul knows the way. So let us follow the wisdom of our soul into our infinite potentials, into those future memories, meeting our future self that's already there. He, she, already there, already embodied, already waiting for you to walk towards them. Create the life of your dreams by consciously saying yes to what brings you joy, and practice discernment by saying a holy no to what doesn't. Because when you live in your innate state of joy, when you rise in love with yourself and life again, you return home to love. You return home to the truth. You remember who you truly are, and you see the world through fresh eyes and with a heart that pulses to the rhythm of the universe. So thank you. Thank you for being here with us, for journeying so deeply with us, for trusting us. Those watching the recording, we are here on our socials. Rachel has hers in the chat. You can DM us, and mine is, I think, on my profile here. What we'll do in a moment is we will turn off the recording so that you can have some question time with us, some one-on-one time with us. And for now, I'm going to hand over to Rachel. We have a very special offer that we'd love to share with you, something that we have co-created together in love, in a moment of brave inspiration, of expansion. It happened so quickly. We were guided to hold space together, and we chose to do this in the form of a very special, very expansive, very sacred retreat. So, Rachel, if you want to unmute and tell them a bit about it, then you can share today's offer.
Well, it did. Like in true feminine flow, this beautiful spark just birthed like wildfire, didn't it, really? A conversation where I was speaking to my love of the earth template of Dubai. And I could feel between us underneath our words when I was sharing how the earth template of Dubai, not so much the surface is mind blowing what they have created in the desert. You know, what man, woman can create from nothing is mind blowing. Um, but it's what is in the earth template of Dubai that really allows our bodies and our DNA to turn on to limitlessness. And then because we are connecting to that soil, to that template, and our eyes are being stimulated and activated with the realness of what is possible, it all comes together in this space. And I was explaining how I love to take my children, my husband and I love to take our children to Dubai, because I see their little brains just going out into, I'm just going to turn that off, into this space that as a mother is so beautiful to see and to watch. I see their conversations expand. I see their dreams getting bigger for what is possible in their life. And as I was sharing this passion with Vanessa, we just kind of went, let's do it. Let's create something together. And we're both extremely, like we're gypsies. So to find a date that synced on our calendars, well, that in itself was divine intervention. So we are offering what we call the Limitless Retreat. And we really wanted to invite you into that space. We will be going deep into grassroots, deep DNA activations, clearing, healing. Yes, Tracy's already coming. We're going to go to the root, because we can't put band-aids on anymore. We have to go to the root. And that's where we'll be sitting. We'll be sitting in luxury. We have hired the most beautiful home out on the palm to hold us in this sanctuary. We always say we have to get in it to believe it and feel it. And this property that we've rented is so nourishing. It's a small and intimate, quality over quantity, this retreat. So there's, what is there, 3?
So we just have 3 places for people to stay with us from the Friday night to the Sunday night, and they will have one-on-one time with us, or you know, or 2-on-1, however it works, from the Friday, actually, from the Friday right through to the Sunday, with an option to stay Sunday night as well, of course, for those that just want to kind of feel that, experience that. And then we have, so three people can come stay with us for that. And then we have a few places that we are opening up for day places, which are only for the daytime, this Saturday and Sunday. So those that are residential with us go into the deepening with us in the evening each night. So you have that time and space with Rachel and I, who are both, I shall say, trained in DNA regeneration and working with DNA. And Rachel has a particular expertise with the DNA key, right, Rach? Like you work with that. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes it's the gold of what comes out with a cup of tea on the couch.
yeah,
It's that magic and the beauty of the weaving of when we join in retreat space. I always say it. Um, it begins when you book. It begins when you make that energetic stance of claiming that space. And I sometimes give this little cheeky disclaimer in this really fun way of it begins when you book, it begins when you commit. And then people were ringing me like, oh my God, what is going on? And I'm like, it's okay, my love. You're just preparing to walk into the doors. So when you come in, it's like game on.
yeah,
And I feel that this, we didn't name it lightly. So I don't think this is for you if you're going to like dip your toe in. This is a like, I'm opening my heart. I'm jumping in and I'm ready for exponential growth in all areas and facets of my life. It's that's what it is.
yeah. If you have any questions, ask us. But this is deep level DNA work, and it's going to be joyous and expansive. So we will go off the recording for you all. But do you want to pop the 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 image up?
Let me see how to screen share everyone.
Yeah. So there's like a little green thing for me, screen share.
Yeah,
You can see that.
it's actually not letting me.
Mm,
Oh, we got it.
yay!
My old girl is just a little slow. So there it is.
Yay!
Can you all see that?
Yes, I can see it if anyone can't tell us. So basically, this is the spaciousness of Limitless Retreat, a 2 day DNA key retreat. And Rachel can talk a bit more to that as well, because I know you know how I work. For those that work with me, I work very much in the Akashic field, so does Rachel, the quantum field. The Akashic records, we clear and activate from that space always. So we're always coming from that space of pure unconditional love. Um, so we have a special 72-hour offer available for you all for those purchasing from this. That gives those watching the recording time. So when you purchase the Limitless Residential 2-night retreat, you'll receive 6 months free with me in my frequency portal. Plus, you will receive a private session with Rachel. Anyone who's already in my frequency portal who would like to do this, you'll have the one-on-one session with me. Yeah. And then I have there as well a one-on-one Akashic record reading. So for those that are already in the portal, you receive an extra session, something different. We'll work more deeply, and that can be before or after the retreat. You might want to use it as integration. So you can just scan there on the with your phones. That's that QR code on the screen. Yeah, if there are any questions, please ask us. We are so looking forward to this. We don't have the price in there, I just realized. So I'll just pull that up for you all now. Because I can't even remember. We plan everything so it's very affordable for you all. So, do you remember offhand, Rach? Okay, I've got it now. Okay. So the actual luxurious accommodation is gorgeous. You need to get on and have a look. But we have everything included except for your airfares and transfers. 2,200 AUD with all that time with Rach and I. So that's arrival from 4 p.m. Friday and then check out 4 p.m. Sunday, unless you want to stay an extra night with us. So yeah, so that's what it is. And for those of you local to Dubai, you come and stay with us. Come stay with us, or you can just hang out for the one day on Saturday and the one day on Sunday. So does everyone have that now? If we take that off, what I thought I'll do is we'll turn off the recording and we'll go to anything you want to share from tonight's session together, our masterclass together, or about the retreat. So with joy and love and deep gratitude in my heart, we close this sacred circle together. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Rachel, for joining us, for playing with us, taking us into that beautiful quantum field. And we will see you all again soon online, and some of you in Dubai.